Hi guys, so I'm getting ready for open house and I thought I would do a quick video of 5 easy steps to get ready for open house. So 5 quick and easy things that you can do to get ready for your open house. Okay, so number 1, have a packet of information for your parents. And I'm going to go over what to put in that packet in just a minute, so stay tuned to the end of this video so you can find out what to put in that packet. Number 2, lots of seating. You may be surprised how many parents want to come to open house and listen to what you have to say. Now, parents come to open house to find out all about your classroom rules, your expectations for the year, and to know what is going on in your room, in their child's room, and to see the classroom itself, see what's been going on the first couple weeks of school. So have lots of seating choices. There's nothing worse than cranky parents at the end of a day who are standing up for 30 minutes or more at open house. But remember that they're probably bringing their kids with them, so don't be scared to have extra seating options with little chairs for the little ones to sit in as well. Number 3, PowerPoint. If you have a PowerPoint, or a smart board or a computer, and I've even done this with an overhead, make sure that you have some of those bulleted things that you want to talk about displayed with your parents. But have fun with it, which brings me to number 4. Have fun with your parents. Talk, make jokes. Remember, you are their child's teacher, but have fun with them. Remember to talk to them on their level and have fun with them. You still want to be professional, but if you can connect with them and make them feel more comfortable, then they're going to relate to you and want to be up at the school more, volunteer more, and be right there with you more, and communicate more with you. So have fun and just enjoy yourself, and don't make it so tense and this is how it run and this is how I do things, and be so strict. So just kind of have fun and relax. And if you have things up on a PowerPoint displayed, then they can follow along and kind of know your classroom a little bit more. And then number 5, have your communication and the way to get a hold of you outside of the classroom, either on a magnet or a little slip of paper, or somehow displayed. I like to pass out magnets to my parents, and I'll show you those right here. But I like to have those, lots of forms of communication. The more ways that your parents can get a hold of you, the better your year is going to run. Not just one way, not just please call the school phone or please contact me through email. I like to give my parents my cell phone number and just let them know, please respect my family time, but you trust me with your kiddos, so I feel like you should be able to have my cell phone, because we do go on field trips, and you might need my cell phone number and things like that. Also, this is a great app. You see that? This is a great app to use. It's the Remind app, and I just put this out, and my parents can scan the QR code. But I just put that out for my parents so that they can get text reminders. Class Dojo is another great way to get a hold of me throughout the day. But the more options that you can give your parents to get a hold of you, the better. And then the more they'll feel like they're connected to their child's classroom. I also have a classroom Instagram account that I restart every year. And then that way they can see their kiddos work throughout the day, and I try to post to my class Instagram account at least once a day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. That way they can kind of keep up with what's going on in their kiddos' classroom life. And believe it or not, they like to see what's going on throughout the day. And then they oftentimes they don't, they won't call the school as much. They'll know what's going on, and so they trust your judgment versus if their kid comes home and says we didn't do anything that day, they understand a little bit more about the classroom life. So that is the 5 quick tips. Now let's talk about what to put in that flip book or that parent packet. Number one, the important thing that they need to know is all about you. Parents do want to know a little bit about you. Coming from a mom of 3 kids, I want to know who is teaching my babies every single day. And even though I have known most of my kiddos' teachers, it's still comforting to know a little bit about my kiddos' teachers each day, even if it's just their favorite drink. Because throughout the year, I might want to stop at Sonic and get my kiddos' teacher a special Sonic drink. And as long as I know just those little snippets of information, it makes me feel better as a mom to have that little piece of information. So number one thing to put in that little flat book or that little parent packet is a little bit of information about you. How many kids do you have? Are you married? How long have you been teaching? What's your favorite sport? That sort of thing. Put a little bit of information about you so that they can connect with you a little bit more on a personal level. Number 2, your class schedule. Parents want to know the breakdown of their kiddos' day. They want to know when are you doing math? When is lunch? When is recess? What activity classes are they going to? And what days of the week is PE? So that they know what their child's days are going to be like. Because oftentimes our kids do get in the car, and when we ask, what did you do today? They say things like, oh, nothing. But if they know what the class schedule is like, then they can say things like, well, you know, you had library today. What book did you check out? Let's go home and read it. So a parent having that class schedule just helps them be a little bit more involved in their student's day. Number 3, they want to know, do you have a behavior plan in the classroom? What is your behavior plan? What does that look like? And these are great things to discuss at open house, and things that are hard to put down in like a flat book or in a parent packet. But they want to know a little bit about your behavior plan and your expectations. So don't be afraid to put a little snippet of information down and then talk about that at open house and elaborate a little bit more. In my classroom, I do a lot with Class Dojo, but that might not work for everybody. So don't be afraid to talk about if you have a clip chart or a calendar that you stamp at the end of the day, and then put just a little bit of information about that in your packet that you send home to parents. The next thing is, do you send home a newsletter? Parents want to know, when should they expect important information from the school? A lunch menu. How do they get money back and forth to school if they need to send money for field trips? What are those things like? Parents need to know, do I put money in envelopes? Do I have to pay by check? Can I send cash for scholastic book orders? That sort of thing. So don't shy away from putting that information down too, because every school is different. Also, what are the expectations on tardies and absences? Every school is different, especially if you have new students to your school or school district. So you might want to include that as well. Some schools don't count tardies anymore, so that might be something that you also might want to mention at open house. Especially if tardies or absences are a problem in your area. In my classroom, one other thing that I do put in my parent packet is our flexible seating. So if you do have flexible seating, you might want to put that on your packet as well. And then lastly, you might want to talk about any homework or reading options that you have. Parents need to know what their child's expectations are for homework. In my classroom, I don't have homework, so I really stress the importance of my no homework policy, but my policy behind my no homework policy / please, my policy is I want you to read with your child, and the importance of reading as homework. So I put a lot of information on the importance of reading with your child and the wonderful programs that we have within our school district, and our community, and the libraries surrounding our community, and reading So I put a lot of information in my packet on reading and reading with your child. So those are just a few things to put in your packet and a few little ways that you can have a wonderful open house as you're getting ready for open house season. I hope that you have a wonderful open house, and I will link some of the things that I use in the description box down below. And if you have any questions on your open house, please feel free to put them in the comments down below. Have a great open house, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!